Grand Rising. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I did a lot of procrastinating, but I did a couple things. Not a lot, but I definitely had to fix something that I hope is working now. I will find out this morning if what I did this weekend will correct something. Okay? So I was asked where the hell I been. Um, I be at Reed's. I mean, I think for me, that's the safest place I can go. Like, I don't have to worry about Jay Dunn and her bullshit of her hitting somebody's panel and the many other panel killers. I'm really not interested in much of what is going on. So like, yeah, I did a lot of unsubscribing this weekend. Um, I'll be adjusting some memberships. Yeah, I'll be doing some shit like that this morning. I forgot to do that one last part. So I'll be doing that this morning as soon as I finish this upload. It's no, like, it's not like my unsubscription. It's not a I don't like your ass no more. It's a I'm just over it. That's all. It does not mean what most think it means. Um, but I can tell you better than a person assuming. I just like, child, I'm not interested in a lot of people's bullshit anymore. Like, it's like whack. I'm seeing a lot of whack ass shit happening lately. Um, so sometimes I may get quiet depending on who it may hit if I say something. So yeah, I can't even talk freely. So it's just like, I mean, I could, but it's just not in me to do it. So all I could say about how do I feel about certain situations that are coming to my DM. The people who are asking these questions know what I'm talking about. I think it's dumb as fuck. Okay, that's what I think about it. I think it is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. It's like the irrelevant entertaining the irrelevant. Like, so what? Like, why would I be paying attention? I'm not paying attention. So it's because it's irrelevant. It's like, why? Like, why are we entertaining this? Uh, so that's all I gotta say about that. You won't see me entertaining any of that shit. I won't be subscribing to any of that shit. Like, chill. Them people lacking uh acceptance and needing the validation type shit. I don't do broke ass people shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm allergic to them too. Like, I'm allergic to a lot of shit, especially liars, fraudulent people seeking validation, especially at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. I think it's fucking weird. Um, I'm semi-retired from fixing shit. I'm definitely not fixing a lot of this fuck shit. I'm not even paying attention. If Ree don't talk about it, I don't know. Okay, I'm there with it. At first, it was if daughter Ree, Tatiana busy. She ain't her not saying anything. Her not, yeah. It lets me know I'm right about what I'm. Yeah. hmm Then when she do pop up and do her less gossip, child, I know it's gonna be funny if she does it, because like a lot of this shit ain't even worth it. Like, I get all these DMs. You watching VS? I know you like watching VS. You watching what's going on? So I go over there and I click to see. I see the title already. I'm like, what? This what Reed was talking about? Oh my god! A fucking waste of a Sunday service. Sorry, BS, but for real, like what? Girl, I'd rather you entertain Jag again over that shit you did. Like, child, he is a liar, a clout chasing liar. Now, this is one thing that I did hear that I'm not going. I don't believe it. But he said that way he got over here was YouTube unlocked. Bitch, we seen you with Snoop. In the beginning, bitch, you even said that's how you got over here. You never mentioned no fucking YouTube unlocked. Now, I don't know who YouTube unlocked is. It's not that important to me, but I don't like. I'm not believing that. I mean, you may have been affiliated in some way, shape, or form with this motherfucker person, but I'm trying to figure out why they bring you over here. Did they bring you over here to get slaughtered? Because like you definitely don't. You change the dynamics. Okay. Um, VS said like she don't understand why we because I wasn't in the chat. Okay. I definitely wasn't in the chat, but I was in the sky. Like I am a member, but not under my page. Okay. So I could drop down, but I just didn't. Like I was doing something. Yeah, I wasn't I don't feel the need to talk in everybody's chat. If I do give you the privilege of dropping down and speak to the people in the chat, interact in the chat, then hey. But it I really wasn't watching like that, like either, because I know Ken is full of shit. Like, full of shit. You came in this sector clout chasing like shit. You made it your business. My wife, I'm married, I'm straight. Okay. Like, you made it your business to say it, and many of the bitches who knew you were married still fucking talk to you. So, like, they just as whack as you. Um, if me and you cool and you one of them people that fucking entertain Ken in any motherfucking way, shape, or form, especially the flirt, unsubscribe, block me, and all that shit. That shit is weird. Like I have no nothing for him. Like that nigga is weird. Especially to say you would urinate in somebody's grandchild's mouth. That is some weird, sick ass shit. I ain't never heard that on here before. Okay, not in a beef sector. I ain't never heard it nowhere. But like, um, so I did hear VS say y'all entertain people that I feel like say worse. Who? What did they say worse? The only thing that I feel, um, and it's a topic, I feel like that could be equivalent to that is on site April out here lying and telling everybody you slept with your child and that you was wearing them onesies to entice him and that you slept with your father. Those things from that one person that was spread every fucking where, that is equivalent to me. You saying that shit about Sean, that's equivalent to that. Um People mocking Reed and Rita's daughter, to me that's equivalent to that. Um what else, y'all? What else would you say is on that level? Uh, Tracy lying and saying she stuck her finger in Noble's ass. That was weird. That wasn't on that level, but it was like, what? Girl. So you thought that was cute to say you stuck your finger in a man's ass you know don't clean their ass? Like they don't douche. No douche is happening. uh, even still, I wouldn't do it. But like, what? Ooh, ooh. I don't know what made you even say that weird shit out loud. Like, was you trying to get people to stop fucking with him? If he like that, that ain't gonna stop people from watching him. If you being dirty as the fuck would definitely, like, I mean, it should have stopped people from watching. Uh, about everything Tracy does, I will put on in that level. But everybody I'm naming, really, except for you, I don't watch them people. So, um, yeah, you the only one that I feel apologize. Wish you could take it back, but can't. It happen. Like, we can't unhear or unsee what happened in them days. But I mean, I will say that I feel like you have said and done everything you could to rectify the situation. Um, but like, we don't care about Ken because we know he everything he does is a play. Like, girl, it's like you entertain, just like when you entertain weird ass Woo and all of them Mo3 people. You know that shit be a play. What the hell? And then the shit be childish. She ain't she ain't come over here and talk to me. Like, what? Like, we were supposed to be friends, and she, like, I can't do Woo. She's weird. Like, it's real, like, childlike. Her mind is childlike. I can't. A lot of y'all adults got these childlike minds, and it's weird. And plus, she do fucking like fake ass witchcraft or some shit. I ain't into that shit. Mm-mm. I'm not. I mean, like, I got friends that do it. I got one that do it. I don't knock your thing, but I don't know nothing about none of that shit when it comes to being Baptist, and that's what I am. Like, so I don't know. So like, yeah, I don't. I stay kind of far away from that shit. I got some witch friends, but I liked them before I found out they was witches. Okay, remember when Ming and them was saying they was witches and shit? Yeah, I still fuck with Ming. Okay, so she get a pass. Mona's not a witch, so she always get a pass. Oh, you did say something, VS, about the Mona thing, and I know everybody is gonna like say some smart ass shit in my DMs and all that. But I'm sorry, that Mona thing was real, VS. Like, I definitely know it was real. Not because that's my wifey or no shit like that. I know that shit was real. I was there. I was on the back end of that shit, and I know people that was talking to her doctor and things live. Like, shit was happening places that y'all don't go, but it was happening. So I definitely know it was true. I also talked to her during this time, so I know that this shit was real. Like, at first, I thought it was fake too, and because it was just no way. Like, it was no way, right? So of course, to me, it was fake too. I was in Deanna's, like, me and Deanna was cool at that time. Deanna was talking shit. I was in there. But then when somebody else went live and I get over there and then I get to, on the back end and phone calls and shit, it's like, oh shit, this is real. So yeah, no, yeah. So people that did entertain it and people who cried and cared and they had a right to do that, regardless of the bullshit that Tracy and Goddess and whoever else was saying at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know Goddess was mad at Mona at that time. So, like, yeah, I'm not going because I know better. And it's not because, as you know, I'm a loyal person. Loyalty or not, if that shit was true, I wouldn't be talking. If that shit wasn't true, I wouldn't be fucking with Mona. Mm-mm. No, sir, Reebok boy. That would have been the end of a friendship, situationship, poly ship, all that shit would be over, girl. Mm-hmm. Um, But I do think I get what you saying, but that still made it okay, like to hear him and his bullshit again. Then his his handler's assistant comes up there and ZX, like that whole shit show was like, remember that shit happened before? Like I feel like they playing with you, right? They playing in your face. Yes, you got views off the shit, but I don't know. I just mm, that's all I gotta say about that. And I didn't watch from beginning to end because I know that nigga's a liar. And what he did to leak you was way too much. Period. Anything else he said or did after, I wasn't featuring. Plus, he was a cheater. I don't condone motherfucking married people doing what they do unless they have some type of contract to do those things. If they don't, that shit is whack. Okay. I'm not a fan of adultery. Like, so it's weird. What? Um, the only other person that I would put on the that says shit on the level of what Ken would say, like I ain't saying they say the same shit as him, but the level of ignorance. Kwani, I don't feature her either. Like the fuck, I think I got a couple videos in the early time to put in the vote of the shit she would say about Sean and his family and things like that. Yeah, I got that. But to literally sit there, watch, be subscribed, like I wasn't even, I have never listened to it. I just, somebody told me, and every time they would tell me, I would grab another device, go incognito, and record and put that shit in my closet. Okay. And I was in Delaware when that happened. So that was like 2019, like when I first got up there. Cause I went in the early part of, like right when we came back from Vegas, I think. And that was in April. Yeah, I think I either moved right before or right after. I can't remember. I can't remember. I might have moved before we went to Vegas, but I don't remember when I moved. It definitely wasn't after VS had that situation because I was long gone and way up in Delaware when that shit happened. So yeah, like it's things that y'all doing here. Yeah, I will put on that level. Oh, I got another one. It was a content creator that said that they wanted to uh SHOOT Brianna in the face. I don't feature them either. I think that shit is fucking weird. That was weird. And it came from out of left field. Like what? It's just some things y'all do. Like I said, behaviors. It's the behaviors for me. It'll always be the behaviors for me. Um, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like I could drop a person in a heartbeat, especially if they doing some real fucked up foul shit. Like what? I'm not interested in that shit. It ain't nothing else you could do for me. Funny or not, I will fucking remove you out my life, my algorithm. Okay, I become allergic to shit like that. So, mhm. And unless you aren't contagious anymore and you fix that shit, I may or may not come back. That's just how it is. That's just me. I ain't trying to move no mountains. I move some though. I mean, in the back end, I move mountains. I don't need to move them for real, but I'm asked questions and I don't like certain shit and I may fix a thing or two. Also, VS, somebody reached out to me. And I'm just gonna call them Miss Anonymous. So Miss Anonymous saw your post about raising kids and how one could be different from the other. I have three boys. They are all different. Okay. Um, shit, I'm one person and I'm completely different from what I know my mother and father wanted me to. Child, I'll be damn if I'm gonna be like a, I don't know, mother and father. Well, I'm saying more of my mother. Because my father was always laid back, like, he expected things, but like, I'm a girl, so my father had to let my mother try to handle me. Who wish she couldn't? So I don't know. We're all different though. Like, I'm sure you did not turn out how your mother and father wanted you to. Just like, I mean, you say they proud, they probably are, but I'm sure they wanted something else. Maybe, I don't know. Um, me, I just pray for my kids to be the best person they can, to avoid people like the beef sector the way of thinking. Like, yeah, I try real hard. That's all you can do. I let go and let God once they turn 18. My 19-year-old is still with me, and it's by choice. I want him here, not because he could go if he want to, but I don't want him to. I want him to stay. My other two are now on their own. Well, one of them lives with my mother because he want to. He rather, you know, spend money. Why go live in your property, well, my property, until he gets his own? Why go do that in his eyes and spend his money when he could keep all his money and just live with my mother? Now, I couldn't do that. I didn't want to. Like, child, no. I mean, I could still be home, but why? Why would I do that? Mm-mm. I'm too different to still be in the house. I can go visit. I could text, talk to her on the phone, but I ain't got to be there all the time. I mean, I'm still the same spoiled, grown, only child that I am, and I could get everything I want from a phone call. Uh, like, I don't know. I can imagine you are very strict, though. I can imagine, but I don't think that your strictness has anything to do with the children growing up and trying to do their own thing. I definitely know from the time that I came across you, you definitely did your thing. You know what I'm saying, for your kids. You cannot uh, force them to be what you want them to be. But you definitely, in the time that I know, from 2017, 2018, I definitely know that you were doing everything and balance that shit out. I don't know how you did it, but you were doing it. I remember you taking your son to driving school and all that shit. I remember you picking him up and taking him, like, this before the beef sector, and y'all was super in her business. I remember she used to share more, like a lot more. So you did what you could. You can't change it. Just never forget she gonna come back. They all come back. They all be like, sure, because there's times I even say, dang, I understand what my mother was saying now. I literally have to put myself in situations to understand certain things, though, because if I live in the bubble that I'm in most of the time, I won't see none of that shit. Like, none of that shit hit me. I got this bubble, y'all, that blocks me from all the shit, okay? So, I don't, I'm privileged to have this bubble. I come out the bubble a lot, and when I come out, whatever happens to me, that's on me. Because I know I'm gullible and green to a lot of things, a lot of this conniving ass shit that happens, but I'm learning. I've learned a lot of things on fucking with this beef sector. I'm telling you, a lot of fucking things. And I don't understand why people who have seen these same motherfucking things still gullible as fuck. And that goes for so many fucking people. And guess what? I just laugh at that shit because a lot of times they deserve it. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's your karma when you do things to other people secretly and behind the scenes and you think people don't know what's going on. Sometimes your karma just got to hit you how it hit you. And I just sit back and enjoy what the fuck is happening. Y'all have a great day. And as y'all know, I'm always here for the aftermath. Just not that relevant aftermath. Some irrelevancy going on right now that will not get no shine. When you get 30 views and you want 30,000 views, it's not going to happen because it was whack.